Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. As I said in my last video, the top for Bitcoin is, or rather was in, and look at where price is right now. It looks like only 11 of you managed to watch that video. So I called the last time that Bitcoin will hit the 50K mark. It will bottom around that level. And I'm still sticking to that number. In fact, price is currently at a level I said it will go to in my previous videos as well, which is this bottom right here in February. So in this video, I'll be going through what I will be. So in this video, I will be going through when I will let go fully of my shorts and go long on Bitcoin and my reasons why. So stick around for that. Firstly, I would like to go through what price has just done. So if you can see, price has actually just taken out liquidity from the February lows. And this could be an indication for a bullish change. However, I do not think that the bottom is currently in at this area. Why? So for the first reason, if we were to follow the 4-year cycle of Bitcoin, we can see that the bottom of this bear market will only come in late September or early October. And right now it's only June, which means we still have a few more months till Bitcoin fully bottoms around here. Now, if you don't believe in the 4-year cycle, another thing that I would like to point out is that if you look at the last few days candle, let me just remove all of these. If you look at the last few days candlestick patterns, you can see that right here, it showed a bearish shooting star pattern, which means that buyers tried to push price up to make it bullish, but it still ended bearish. And then following it, it had a bearish engulfing candle. I understand bearish engulfing usually works with this being a green candle, but this basically engulfed this candle too. So why did I bring this up? Because in the last cycle, in the last drop in January, you can see that it actually created a bearish shooting star pattern right here as well. Following it, it created a bearish engulfing candle. This actually led to a continuation of the waterfall for the next week. So will this actually play out? Well, we shall find out in the next week whether this will continue dropping or not. So now, where do I think that the price will drop to? So like where I pointed out before, I'll be looking at this liquidity level right here. Why? Because Bitcoin likes hunting liquidity. And I'm sure that a lot of longs were placed over here before going up, and now people have been putting their stop losses to break even so that they would not lose money. So I strongly believe that Bitcoin will at the very least come into this area before bottoming and even past that price. So if we take a Fibonacci and align it from the bottom of the bear market of Bitcoin to the top of the bull market in Bitcoin from the previous run, we can see that price actually bottomed at the 0.78 level. It touched the 0.8 level, went up, came back down, took liquidity, or because of the FTX crash also, it took liquidity, and that was where it bottomed, proceeding up to the new highs of 120K. So if I were to do the same for this recent bear market bottom to the bull market top, the 0.78 level will be somewhere around here, the 40K level. So I will just mark it out like so. So I believe that price would come in between either this liquidity level or the 0.78 level, somewhere between the 50K and the 40K level. In fact, this 40K level also coincides with the liquidity level in the liquidation heat map. As you can see right here, the 40K 800 level has $800 million worth of liquidity right here. And you know Bitcoin likes to hunt liquidity. So I believe that price would go down to this area before, in fact, going up. Well, editing the video, I realized that I could point out one more area where I think the Bitcoin would bottom at. So in the last few videos, I drew something like this, right? And then I put this line and put it at the breakout of the bear flag. So if I were to go off the drop from the bear flag, it would also actually bottom around the 40K level, as you can see here. In fact, this almost looks like taps the 0.78 level, takes the liquidity from the 0.78 level before proceeding all the way up. So this gives me another confluence that Bitcoin might bottom somewhere in this area. Now, if you were to look at this level, you can see that when this weekly candle finished, which would be technically this, the next week candle dropped by another 20%. So if we were to measure from here another 20%, it would have taken out this liquidity level, which would be where I would take out most of my short positions and hold the rest of my short positions until somewhere mid-September to mid-October, where I'll be looking for longs. So that is my play for this time. What do you think? Do you agree or disagree with me? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you and have a great day.